Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. The Honorable Mr. Dr. M. Andriana Gopar, SPD MPD, as a lecturer of Foundation of English Pacific Purpose Course, and also my beloved friends. First of all, let us thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala who has given us blessing. So, let me introduce our group. We are from group 9. My name is Hafidatul Ilmi. As the moderator, we will guide the presentation and as the second speaker. And there are my partner, Depi Farida, as the first speaker. To shorten the time, let's start this presentation, and the first material will be delivered by Debbie. Debbie, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Imi. Okay, first I will to explain about pengantar dari latar belakang tujuan penyusunan, konten bab, dan juga manfaat penyusunan yang kami buat. Tujuan penyusunan ini adalah untuk memenuhi salah satu tugas pada mata kuliah Foundation of English Pacific Purpose. Dan konten objek dari chapter report yang akan kami bahas yaitu tentang Objective in Teaching ESP yang terdiri atas two referral the use of subject specific language to develop performance competency target, to teach basic knowledge, and to develop strategy competencies, and then to foster critical awareness. Dan juga manfaat dari penyusunan dari chapter report ini adalah untuk menambah wawasan dan pengetahuan mengenai objective teaching in ESP. Untuk bagian ke-1 ini, di sini tertera tujuan dan juga manfaat dari pembahasan bab yang akan kita bahas. Di antaranya sebagai berikut. Tujuannya adalah untuk mengetahui tentunya tentang objektif in teaching ESP itu sendiri, dan juga seperti yang tadi sudah saya sampaikan, runtutannya bahwasannya hampir sama dengan pernyataan yang sebelumnya saya bahas di slide sebelumnya. Dan juga manfaatnya juga sama untuk mengetahui objektif in teaching SP, dan juga mengetahui to reflect the use of subject specific language, mengetahui to develop performance competency target, mengetahui to teach basic knowledge, mengetahui to develop strategy competencies, and then mengetahui to foster critical awareness. Bagian kedua ini sudah masuk ke dalam pembahasan material mengenai objective in teaching SP. And there are 5 general objective in teaching ESP, including to reveal the use of subject-specific language, to develop performance competency target, to teach basic knowledge, to develop strategy competence, and to foster critical awareness. Di mana dalam slide ini itu disimpulkan bahwa ruang lingkup terkait tujuan yang sifatnya itu objektif di dalam ESP itu sendiri, di mana pelaksanaannya itu bersifat netral dan mempunyai tujuan utamanya adalah untuk membantu penutur bahasa mengatasi tuntutan bahasa dari lingkungan target mereka atau seputar dengan dunia ESP yang basically itu menjurus kepada profesi gitu, lebih spesifik maksudnya. Dan ini yang tadi sudah saya sebutkan di slide ini adalah bentuk dari tujuan umum, di mana tujuan umumnya adalah untuk mengetahui penggunaan bahasa khusus mata pelajaran, dan poin keduanya yaitu untuk menyusun target kompetensi kinerja, dan yang ketiga itu adalah untuk mengajarkan pengetahuan dasar, dan yang keempat untuk mengembangkan kompetensi, strategi, dan yang terakhir adalah untuk menumbuhkan kesadaran. Okay, this slide I want to explain, memaparkan mengenai according Stern, there are 4 types objective, including the first proficiency objective. Proficient objective relate to skill mastery of such as reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And the second, purpose of knowledge concerning the acquisition of linguistics knowledge, including language analysis and awareness of the systematic aspect of language, and the acquisition of cultural knowledge, mastery of social norms, value, and then orientation, as well as important facts in culture and knowing what is acceptable and which is unacceptable. And the third, affective goals. Affective goals regarding the development of positive feelings toward the subject of study. And the last one, transfer of goals. Transfer of goals involving the ability to generalize what has been learned in one condition to another's. So the next slide about to explain subject-specific language use. The first concept about to explain subject-specific language use. Content teaching objective regarding a subject-specific language use have dominant ESP. This goal is related and to the goal of linguistic knowledge, and to a lesser extent the goal of cultural knowledge. And then this goal orientation teaching aims to show how English is used in the target environment, and to provide students with knowledge about it that has been revealed by linguistic research in the field. Jadi maksud dalam konsep dari to explain subject specific language use ini, di mana umumnya itu hal yang mendominasi pada ISP yaitu konten pengajaran yang bahasanya itu adalah khusus, yang bertujuan untuk menunjukkan bagaimana bahasa Inggris itu digunakan di lingkungan sasaran, dan juga bisa membekali para siswa dengan pengetahuan tentang yang telah diungkapkan oleh penelitian linguistik di lapangan gitu. Dan ada hubungan langsung antara penelitian dari pedagogi itu sendiri dengan pengajaran, terutama berfokus pada demonstrasi bentuk dan fitur, maksud saya bentuk dan fitur yang dibawa oleh penelitian linguistik yang sifatnya deskriptif. And the next slide about research and application. There are findings again by Wharton. He considered there are potential weakness in teaching based on the use of language with a specific purpose. Among them, the first student find difficulty in querying academic and professional genre, because it requires developing not only a conceptual understanding of surface discourse, but also a set of socially valued norms and this new farm works of reasoning. And the second, learning genre tends to be master-led even in one first language. And the last one, it is difficult for teacher to communicate the nature of the genre to those who are not familiar with it. Jadi dalam poin ini pengimplementasiannya itu adalah menurut temuan dari Wharton tahun 1999 yang menganggap ada potensi dari kelemahan dalam pengajaran berdasarkan penggunaan bahasa dengan tujuan tertentu ini atau dengan ESP ini. Di antaranya, siswa menemukan kesulitan dalam memperoleh genre akademik dan profesional karena memerlukan pengembangan itu tidak hanya pemahaman konseptual saja, tetapi tentang wacana permukaan juga itu adalah merupakan seperangkat norma yang memang dihargai secara sosial, dan dengan demikian kerangka kerja itu bisa menghasilkan kerangka kerja penalaran yang sifatnya baru. Kemudian genre pembelajaran cenderung dikuasai dan terlambat bahkan dalam bahasa pertama seseorang. Kemudian juga sulit bagi guru untuk mengkomunikasikan sifat genre kepada mereka yang ada atau tidak akrab dengan dengan bahasa tersebut gitu ya. Jadi sehubungan dengan hal di atas mengenai research and application ini itu tetap menunjukkan bahwasannya ESP juga itu merupakan temuan linguistik dalam penggunaan bahasa untuk tujuan tertentu. And the next slide. About to develop competency performance target. The first mengenai konsep. Basically, a job education is based on ability or competencies as an adaptation effort that focus on developing ability for job activity and having the function expect of those who work in that profession or job. Jadi maksud dari konsepan to develop competency and performance target ini di mana konsep dalam tujuan umum dari Objective in Teaching ESP itu membahas bahwa umumnya setiap kita itu akan terjun atau masuk ke dalam lingkungan target atau dengan kata lain pekerjaan yang kita inginkan, terdapat tuntutan terkait kemampuan bahasa yang memang diperlukan untuk memenuhi kebutuhan dan juga untuk mengembangkan keterampilan yang kita miliki itu sendiri. Kemudian untuk meningkatkan atau mengembangkan keterampilan yang sifatnya komunikatif, diperlukan proses kebutuhan komunikatif dengan cara atau dengan istilah kursus. Nah, kursus di sini yang tentunya akan berkembang dengan sendirinya di lingkungan target yang mereka harapkan, atau dengan kata lain tempat kerja yang memang menjadi sasaran yang sesuai dengan apa yang tadi saya sebutkan, sesuai dengan harapan yang mereka inginkan gitu. Nah, kemudian research and application. The application in this research is sample in accordance with the description according to Ball, then ESP project developed by the British Council for Bank Teller in Arabic-speaking countries. This 3-day ESP course is part of a month-long training program for bank tellers who have good knowledge of banking procedure, including currency transfer. Jadi maksud dari maksud dari research and application ini lebih kepada mensajikan contoh dari penerapan to develop competency performance target, yang dimana eh, temuan penelitian dalam poin to develop competency performance target ini seperti yang disampaikan menurut Ball tahun 1994, di mana proyek ISP yang dikembangkan oleh British Council untuk teller bank di negara-negara berbahasa Arab. Nah, bentuk dari pelatihannya itu atau dengan kursusnya itu dilakukan selama 3 hari, kursus yang sifatnya ISP ya maksud saya, selama 3 hari, kemudian itu merupakan bagian dari program pelatihan selama sebulan untuk teller bank yang memiliki pengetahuan agar pengetahuan itu baik tentang prosedur perbankan termasuk transfer mata uang. Nah, kursus ISP ini bertujuan untuk membekali para teller yang memang dengan kemampuan berbahasa Inggris ini untuk dapat memproses transfer mata uang untuk nasabah yang tidak bisa berbahasa Arab. Dan kursus ini juga menargetkan 2 fungsi utama atau konteks target dari seseorang teller bank ini, di mana mereka dapat mendapatkan informasi dari nasabah dalam bahasa Inggris dan dapat mengeluarkan wesel atau mata uang asing dalam bahasa Inggris. Jadi kesimpulannya untuk part to develop competence and performance target itu lebih kepada bagaimana penerapan ISP itu bisa diterapkan atau di-application ke dalam pelatihan atau dengan kata lain kursus guna untuk bisa mencapai seseorang itu mencapai keinginannya untuk terjun ke dalam lingkungan yang mereka harapkan. So, I think enough Ilmi from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Devi, for your explanation. And the next material will be delivered by me. So, the next is to teach underlying knowledge. For concept to teach underlying knowledge, according to Douglas 2000, specific purpose language ability is solved from interaction between specific purpose speaker knowledge and language ability. ESP teaching with pre-experienced student or student with limited familiarity with their target workplaces and disciplines may set out to teach specific purpose speaker knowledge. The term underlying competencies in ESP was used by Hutchinson and Waters 1985 to refer to disciplinary concept from the student field of study. They argued that ESP should focus on developing student knowledge of this disciplinary concept as well as their language skill. The objective of teaching underlying knowledge can be classified as a cultural knowledge objective according to Stern categorization 1992. Next slide, please. For research and application into teaching underlying knowledge, Hutchinson and Waters 1990 Hutchinson and Waters 1985 proposed that ESP classroom was the appropriate place to introduce students to concept for their discipline in addition to the language the student would need to express this concept. They will lead to make this proposal partly by their own teaching situation. They thought ESP courses in the United Kingdom to overseas students. The course aims to prepare the student for study in technical college in the United Kingdom. Hutchinson and Waters argued that in such cases, ESP teaching needed to play a role in providing the student with background knowledge, term underlying competency. This means teaching general conceptual subject content alongside language. In Hutchinson and Waters situation, this means, for example, teaching engineering students about PALM system while teaching language used for describing system and processes. Next slide, please. And the next material is to develop strategic competence. For the concept, to develop strategic competence, discussion of strategic competence have varied in definition of language ability in the language testing literature. According to Douglas 2000, proposed a three-part model of specific purpose language ability, comprising language knowledge, namely grammatical, textual, functional, and sociolinguistic, background knowledge, and strategic competence, or assessment of the external context and engaging a discrete domain. Douglas argues that strategic competence acts as a mediator between the external situational context and the internal language and background knowledge that is needed to respond to the communicative situation. So, what is strategic competence? Strategic competence is the link between context of situation and language knowledge and can be defined as the mean that enables language knowledge and content knowledge to be used in communication. Teaching oriented toward the development of strategic competence aims to recognize and work from the pre-existing knowledge base of the student. Next slide, please. So for research and application, the EAP or English Academic Purpose Unit at Birmingham University developed a team teaching approach to the events and Astion 1998, their aim was to avoid situation in which the English academic purpose teacher with a smattering of knowledge in the subject area and a view of himself as an expert on communication comes to regard himself as an expert or the expert on how the subject ought to be taught and even what the subject ought to be. The approach involved three parties in teaching: the EAP teacher, the subject specialist, and the student. The role of the teacher was to be a mediator between the language and subject knowledge by providing language needed to express the content. Next slide, please. Okay, the next material is to foster critical awareness. For the concept, instruction with the aim of raising student critical awareness would involve discussing with students how norms and communicative practice in the target environment become established, encouraging students to critique any negative aspect and making them aware of ways to try to change or modify the situation so as to position themselves better in relation to it. It can be argued that unless teachers raise student awareness of the negative aspect, they may be choosing complaints for them. This objective can be linked to the cultural knowledge and affective objectives in STEM 1992. classification, it may be considered an effective objective because teaching seeks to change the way the students feel about themselves and to improve their perception of their status in relation to, to members of target environments and discourse community. Next slide. So, for the research and application, Benez 1996 reports on her implementation of critical need analysis and right analysis in higher ESL writing or psychology class in the United States. Benez argued for the need for English academic purpose to have multiple focus convention that helps students develop linguistic skill, developing linguistic, social, and cultural critical awareness. Bennett's need analysis focus on the perspective of student needs and is used to explore options for changing the target situation. Critical need analysis assumes that institutions are hierarchical and that those at the bottom are often entitled to more power than they have. The 6 areas where gender equality might be achieved. Next slide, please. So for the conclusion will be delivered by Debbie.
Okay, okay, thank you. Ini sebelumnya apakah suara aku jelas?
Ya, jelas.
Okay, conclusion about this chapter. Examines the goals of teaching ESP. ESP courses are often based on a combination or different objective, with some course placing more emphasis on some objective than others. This may reflect the perspective of the teacher, spatial designer, and institution involved. An examination of ESP teaching goals lead to a discussion of what the legitimate business of ESP. Until recently, it was accepted that ESP was primarily pragmatic and therefore focus on helping students enter the workplace, professional, or academic environment of their choosing. ESP work is interpreted as investigating this environment and analyzing student needs in relation to that environment. And it is assumed that the demands of the target environment have been defined and these are represented as the facts or the problem. And the next conclusion delivered by Ilmi. Thank you, Ilmi.
Okay, Debbie. And for the next conclusion, ESP's role is to help students meet these demands. However, this conventional view of ESP has been challenged. Those who advocate an important role for ESP teaching want to offer a different type of assistance. They argue that the demands of the target environment can and sometimes should be adopted to better meet the needs of potential non-speaking members. ESP teaching should work to encourage these prospective members to modify the target situation to better suit their needs. Thus, ESP teaching should help students realize that target demands are possible up for negotiation and that they have a role to play in taking action to help this happen. Maybe is all of us. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.